The Silent Battalion. In the late autumn of 1917, as the Western Front dissolved into endless mud and wire, there was a unit that official records never acknowledged by name. They called themselves the Silent Battalion, a company-sized formation drawn from British, Canadian, and French soldiers, men wounded by shell shock so severe that none could speak above a whisper. Their existence began as a clerical error in a field hospital near Ypres. A nurse, overworked and nearly delirious, marked the treatment card of each of these men. No speech. The quartermaster mistook this as a logistical assignment, a new experimental communications company. Rather than send them home, the brass, ever desperate to find uses for every breathing body, decided to exploit their silence. Intelligence officers conceived a plan. These men, unable to cry out, would crawl across no man's land to gather wiretaps and plant listening devices against German trenches. They became phantoms. Under moonless skies, they slipped over parapets like shades from some older war. They learned to communicate by touch and gesture alone, 3 taps on the shoulder to warn of a tripwire, a tug at the ankle to signal retreat. Within months, the Silent Battalion had laid a network of hidden microphones so extensive that British artillery could track German supply trains by the creak of their wheels. The success was uncanny, yet no one could quite decide how to honor men who no longer had voices to tell their own story. In March 1918, during the German spring offensive, the front collapsed. The Silent Battalion was ordered to hold a listening post near St. Quentin to the last man, buying time to evacuate the wounded. They obeyed. When Allied forces retook the sector weeks later, they found the dugout intact. Inside lay 37 men in immaculate kit, weapons stacked neatly by the wall. Not one of them was alive. Among them was a field notebook, the last page marked only with a hand-drawn symbol, a single open eye. No one ever deciphered what it meant. Officially, no such battalion existed. Their burial records listed them as a lost detachment. But in certain regimental messes, old veterans used to claim that on clear nights, if you listened hard enough over the cratered fields, you could hear the taps and scrapes of men who never spoke again and never stopped listening.